Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. In case we haven't met yet, and this is the first time you've stumbled upon What's She Up To Now, which is sort of my daily journaling, my documentation of my journey going from the brick and mortar world and the corporate world to the online world. And I help bridge the gap for businesses that are trying to do the same thing. And I guess we're not necessarily going all the way from the brick and mortar world to the online world, but we're adding an online component to their business, just like I'm doing to mine, to make things easier, faster, more effective, and more efficient. Because I'm all about continuous improvement, and I guess that's the diehard quality professional in me that is always about processes and procedures and systems and automation and outsourcing and delegating and leadership and teamwork and all the things that make our organizations absolutely awesome and easier for us to lead and run and to create the life that we want. Today, and this is, I will say, my favorite segment because I do several videos every day. I'm creating content and trying to figure out my voice and what I'm talking about and who I am and what I have to offer to different people and the people that I love to work with. And so part of that is I'm doing a couple different video segments because I was scared to death to do Facebook Live videos just a few months ago. I wouldn't do them. I just refused. I adamantly refused to do them. I did a couple last year. One was a plea for help because I was having an issue with chronic pain and it came out of the blue, and it was a dramatic change in my level of normal. Because normal for me is different than normal for most people. It just is. That's my life. And that's okay. I get it. That's my experience. But I had a bad turn of what the hell's going on? What am I going to do about it? And so I had to find a way to get help with that. I'd researched, I'd gone online. What I found was really, really scary and dismal. And I knew that there had to be another solution out there for me. So I did a Facebook Live, a scary Lamb Facebook Live, and I only did a couple last year. And then this year, I have been being told by several people, you got to publish, you got to get out there. In this noisy world, we're not in an information overload world anymore, because trust me, any topic, anything you want to learn, anything you want to do, you can find the information on the internet nowadays. I don't know. I would love if you'd put in the comments below a topic that you think that you couldn't find information about on the internet or somewhere get access to that information nowadays. I just think it's everywhere. And our challenge now isn't getting the information, it's getting through to the right information that we need to do whatever it is we want right now. And that's a bigger challenge. So one of my segments was about rams, lambs, and sheep. That was my Pajama Grandma. Another one was about alone versus lonely. And mostly it was, how comfortable are you doing things alone? How comfortable are you alone, I guess, or hanging out with yourself? Because we all fall on a different spectrum with that. I used to be, I don't know, I think I've always been pretty cool with being alone. I liked my alone time, even when I was a little kid. When I was 5 months old, my mom and dad tell the story that they would wake me up, or I would wake them up, and they would put me in the middle of the living room floor with some stuff around me, and then I would sit and I would rock. You'll notice I still rock in my videos. I would rock back and forth for hours, for a couple hours till everybody else got up. So obviously I think I've always have been cool with being alone. But some people, I know I have friends and I have relatives that are terrified to be alone. They can barely spend, 2 minutes in the bathroom themselves, okay, maybe 5, or in the shower by themselves because they don't want to be alone. They just are afraid to be alone. So I did a little piece about that. Then I was talking about, I'm doing a 30-day challenge, another 30-day challenge. I know, I love challenges. I don't know about you guys, I have been doing challenges my entire life. I always create little challenges for myself and then make sure I achieve them. It's how I break down my goals. It's how I accomplish anything. It's how I get myself to do things that I might not want to do, like exercise or eat right or whatever else it might be. It's something I want to procrastinate on. It's how I get myself to do those things. It's by breaking it down and creating a challenge for myself. And if I look at it as a challenge, it's a lot more fun to do than if I look at it with dread or, oh my God, I have to do this thing. it's always more fun to be challenged and curious about something than it is to be scared or fearful or dread having to do something or thinking it's going to be too much work. So I was working on thinking about that today. And today's going to be another exciting day. I've got an interview lined up with an amazing gentleman who interviewed me for his podcast last week, which was super fun. I think I talked about it on here, but he does a really cool 8-minute and 8-second interview of business owners and business leaders. And it's really fun because you've got to answer 5 questions in 8 minutes. That's his spiel because his name is Bob, which if you look at it is 808. So 8 minutes and 8 seconds is how he came up with that's his hook for his interview and for his podcast, which is very cool. I love creative people. So I'm interviewing him for my Supersize Your Business podcast today because what he does is he helps people create testimonials and capture testimonials for their businesses. So whether you have an offline business or an online business, testimonials and word of mouth is what drives our businesses. It's what, especially nowadays, helps people cut through all of the noise, all of the excess information to get to what really matters. And people don't care what I say about what I do and how I do it. They couldn't care less. What they want to know is, how did I help Jenny supersize her business? How did I help Ross overcome his challenges growing his business? How did I help Teresa, in Teresa's words, to get over a really difficult situation that was preventing her from supersizing her business so that she could open the floodgates and achieve what it was she wanted with her business? That's what they want to know. That's what people want to know. It's a lot better what I do coming from somebody who has done it with me. Okay, don't take that the wrong way. My mind, bad. Where's my mind going today? But it's much better if people are telling our story and singing our praises and letting other people know the transformations and the results we get for them than if we're saying it ourselves. Now, one of the coolest and most interesting things about the online world versus the offline world, and every form of promotion and media does this, but the vast majority of them do it wrong. The vast majority of companies and businesses and brands and people do this wrong. They are all about telling the world how wonderful they are. They're all about bragging and, oh, I'm so awesome, you should work with me. I'm this amazing coach. I have a Lamborghini. Because I have a Lamborghini, I must be a good coach. Doesn't matter that I rented the Lamborghini or I'm standing in the showroom taking a picture of myself with the Lamborghini. Lamborghinis are cool, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I always wanted a Lamborghini Aventador. I wanted an orange one, and then I decided I wanted a white one. But I really don't want one at all. I just thought, when I was younger, everybody aspires to have these dream cars. And you know what? I don't even like cars. I'm not even a car person. I couldn't care less what I'm driving as long as it gets me reliably from point A to point B. From wherever I am to where I want to be, I just need a vehicle that will get me there. And that's a really cool thing about supersizing our businesses. A gazillion different vehicles will get us there. We just need a vehicle that works for us to get us from point A to point B. And that vehicle will be different for absolutely every one of us. Some people need a Lamborghini to get there. Other people can get there in a beat-up pickup truck. Other people can get there in a wheelbarrow. Whatever vehicle works for you, that's the important vehicle. So, interview today, coaching calls today. I'm in the middle of another 30-day challenge. So as you know, when I do a 30-day challenge, I just brainstorm out the topics on 3x5 cards. Engineer in me, lifelong student in me, love 3x5 cards. I don't know where it came from. Probably because I love learning, and 3x5 cards to me symbolize learning. So I need to ferret out some more details of what I'm going to do at the end of this 30-day challenge. And it will be more than 30 days. I think it's going to be more like 50 days. And then after the 50 days of detailed information, then we're going to have a contest, because I love contests. Don't worry, it'll be a cool contest where people, it's not going to be a everybody gets a ribbon type contest. It's going to be a real contest, but it'll be a contest set up so that people because we're all starting out in different situations, so it's not just going to be who made the most money or who created this in the amount of days that the challenge is going to be. It'll be based on more things and more criteria than that. And we'll probably have a voting element so people can vote for who they think did the best job implementing, because it's all about implementing and taking action. We can learn, we can go through 30-day challenges, but if we don't actually do the daily action step, if we don't do the little bitty thing every day that's asked of us, or that is the most important thing to get us toward what we want to achieve, it doesn't matter. None of it matters if we don't take action. We can sit and we can do affirmations and we can meditate and we can dream and we can wish and we can hope all we want. But if we don't ever take action, inspired action based on our meditation, for example, nothing's going to happen. If I don't do the interview, if I don't make the phone call, if I don't do the Facebook Live video, if I don't publish, if I don't reach out to help other people achieve what they want to achieve, nothing's going to happen, right? I'm just going to be sitting in my chair talking to myself or sitting on the couch watching the boob tube. It's always a choice. We get to decide. So that is what I'm working on today. I'm pretty excited. I don't know what's going on, but I'm pretty excited every day. So take me with a grain of salt if I'm too much for you, but get excited about your life. If you're not excited about your life, who's gonna be, right? Hint, hint, nobody cares about your life and your experiences as much as you do. And fact of the matter is, and this is a fact, and I do know this for sure, and not everybody knows this, all we leave this planet with when we die, and we're all going to die. Sorry, newsflash, we're all going to die. Yep, you too, me and you. All you leave with is the experiences and the emotions, which are experiences, and the energy that's created by that. That's all you take with you when you leave this realm. And I'm going to say die, but I think we don't die, we transition. And how do I know that? Because I've been there, I've done that. And that's how I know. And again, that's something, it doesn't matter if people believe that. It doesn't matter if people agree with me or not. I get to have my beliefs and you get to have yours. I find it a very, very loving and empowering and exciting way of seeing the world and experiencing the world, because I know that even my bad experiences are contributing to who I am and all of my being. And as I'm being myself and experiencing life as only I uniquely can, I am creating to the universe and the expansiveness of our world. And that to me is making the world a better place and feels good. So what can you do today to feel awesome? Go out and do it. And I'll see you tomorrow with day 228 of What's She Up To Now. Bye. Pajama Grandma out. Oh, you can call me Pajama Grandma if you prefer.